And more specifically, I guess indie. I think indies really ramped up in 2013, and that seems like a while ago now. But I would just like your thoughts on the industry as it is today.
In terms of genres that right now the most popular,
Or we can
or
do genres, but also just how indie games are doing compared to their AAA.
it was like 2 3 years ago the huge shift that triple A's are expensive and those are the huge hits. And I'm very glad that indie games, in my opinion, have more space right now, especially with the rise of handhelds. Like Steam Deck is a game changer, and people can get familiar with more indie games right now on the market. So I would say it's an opportunity, but the quantity of the games, it's very difficult because, for example, when we look at Steam Next Fest after COVID, it was like huge opportunity for the developers to bring their demo to the Steam Next Fest and have some kind of impact. It's difficult right now because we have a lot of games and it's hard to break the
Yes.
algorithms. It's hard to stand out from the crowd. So I would say that it's still difficult, right? Because if you are a developer, same as publisher, as a developer, you need to have that hook, something what it takes, right? You have some project that you are working on, but it needs to be verified by the market. You need to
Mhm.
build some kind of momentum. You need to have like proof of concept work on. And in terms of dealing with the publishers, um, due to crisis, we have a lot of layoffs, etc. Publishers are also limiting the budgets, right? So right now it's hard to trust someone looking only at the game design document or pitch and saying, okay, we are counting on that project. So especially if you are like young developer, I would say, in terms of the skills, and you do not have any track record, right, of games done and something that it's doing pretty decent on the market, right? So I would say
Mhm.
that this is another um, threat that
Mhm.
budgets are limited. Basically, what I see that we have every half of the year a new trend, I would say. So if I could say what genres right now are hot, I would say that cozy gaming is huge, but it has like stable amount of
Uh-huh.
fans. But I would say that it's growing and it's good, of course. I see that a lot of maybe not quirky games, but you have that PlayStation 1 kind of pixel art
Yes.
approach in terms of the art,
Yes.
art style. So I feel that those kind of games are also doing well. And I see that on itch.io. A lot of horror games with some kind of, quirky stuff right now are popular. And as I said at the beginning, Balatro spin-off are still huge.
Yes.
And party club
Absolutely.
games. I feel that party club games are like
Right. Yeah, there's this term, and this is where I'm probably showing my age at this point. The word, like, was it friend slop or something slop? I forget.
yeah,
Just like,
yeah, something like that.
um, yeah,
Friends
where it's
love.
a co-op game, and not all of them are bad, but they get the word slop probably just because it's not necessarily like a tightly done, very highly artistic, narratively driven game, but sometimes they just happen to go viral if it hits like the right YouTuber or whatever. So I know I've kind
Yeah.
of heard about that too, but I'll
I
admit, like, well, go ahead. Sorry, you finish.
I just want to said that those games are like tailored to be popular on Twitch, right?
Oh,
So I
yeah.
would say that design approach is made only for that. But you have games that stands out from the crowd. And for example, talking about, for example, YAPYAP. For me,
Mm,
it's a pretty unique game because you are using your microphone
yeah.
to move and cast spells.
Uh-huh.
Not to move, only just to cast spells. But graphic approach and that mechanic, it's something for me very very new and trendy. And I like that even if we have a very crowded market, those developers are trying to do
Yeah.
something different. So that's also things that I'm trying to see and notice.